Now is the turn from SFERA III. We have here Ricardo. Let me find Ricardo Sanchez. He's a EU project manager and coordinator of SFERA III. Ricardo, here you are.
Can you hear me and see me?
Yeah, I'm going to put you in the first screen. So yeah, Ricardo, thank you very much. The floor is yours.
I'm going to share my screen. I hope you can see the screen, the full screen mode.
Yeah, I can see the full screen and the presentation.
Okay, thank you. So thank you, Angela. Thank you for the invitation to this webinar. As you said, I'm going to introduce the SFERA III project. It's a research infrastructure project. But we also have some joint research activities running in the project, supporting the development of the research infrastructures and also the set plan. So first of all, I'm going to let you know who we are and where we are now, in which point of the project we are. We've got 15 partners from 9 countries participating in the project. We have the involvement of 13 European advanced solar laboratories. This is the largest and most extensive set of research infrastructures in the field of CST, unique in the world. And we also have Euronovia and Stella participating in the project. Stella is the European Solar Thermal Electricity Association. And as you can imagine, is our link to the solar thermal industry in Europe. And Euronovia is the partner in charge of all the communication, dissemination, and exploitation of results activities, which is a very important contribution to this SFERA project. We started in January 2019. We've got a nominal budget of 1.1 million, funded by the European Commission at 100%. CIEMAT is the coordinator of the project, and we are currently in the 3rd year of the project. We have requested an extension because, as you can imagine, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was not possible to carry out a lot of networking activities and also the transnational access activity we will talk about later. And some of the joint research activities have been also affected by the pandemic because of the unavailability of the researchers to move from one facility to another one to run experiments. So what we are committed to in this project, the first thing is developing a coherent landscape of leading-edge research infrastructure in Europe and promoting the opening of these key research infrastructures in solar concentrating systems, including solar concentrators and research infrastructures for both academia and industries for carrying out energy and materials research, as well as research in other fields using the extreme temperature conditions in solar concentrators. At the same time, the training of a new generation of researchers and engineers is one of the objectives set in this project. And furthermore, we are ensuring the EU's scientific leadership and industrial competitiveness through international cooperation. We are trying to ensure the optimal use and joint development of the research infrastructure, avoiding duplication of the new services to be offered in the future by this by the research infrastructure participating in the project. And finally, we are supporting the European Strategic Energy Technology Plan through the implementation of the joint research activities. We have 3 different blocks in this project. We are participating in networking activities, international access activity, which is the main activity of the project. And we also have many joint research activities ongoing in the project. Concerning the networking activities, we have outreach and educational activities for new European researchers. As an example, we have the doctoral colloquium organized once a year by the partners participating in the consortium, and where we share during this doctoral colloquium the different projects in each research infrastructure in order to share this information and increase the collaboration among the participants to achieve the goals in the different activities or the different research activities. We also have activities to...
Sorry, Ricardo. I think that we have a problem with your presentation, because several people is telling us by the chat that this is frozen. Can you stop of sharing and share again the presentation?
Sure.
Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No, it's all right.
I thought that was only for me, because I sometimes happen that it's just for some of us. So, okay, now can you check to move on to another slide? Yeah, okay, now it's working. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ricardo. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you. So we also have activities to accelerate the transfer of knowledge between the participants, like, for example, with the exchange of staff, and also with the participation in this doctoral colloquium I mentioned, and also in the summer school we organized every year, where we also invite people from outside the consortium to participate as speakers, and also to participate as attendees of these summer schools. We have activities for the coordination of a more effective use of different finding sources at national and European level. We've got 7 national working groups dealing with this activity. We will organize at the end of the year, at the end of the project, a workshop to disseminate the activities of the national working groups, and to, in cooperation with the European Commission, to see what the needs of the CST technology in the future. We have some activities for the effective management of the access to the research infrastructures. As you can imagine, it's not easy to manage 15 research infrastructure participating in this transnational access activity, but we have organized or we have elaborated a single access point through the website of the SFERA III project to manage the transnational access activity, and it's going quite well at the moment. So we are happy with this. We have activities to enhance and strengthen the cooperation between the research infrastructure, the CST community, and other stakeholders, like, for example, with the training for the industry, in which we are open to participants from all around the world. We have some activities to broaden international cooperation with ARENA, and, for example, also with Solar Paces. We have activities to fostering the use and deployment of global standards. All of the partners are participating in different technical committees for the development of standards in the CST field. We have activities to fostering the potential innovation of the research infrastructures. One of them is the use of the Innovation Advisory Board. And the main activity of the project, as I said, is the transnational access activity. We have 4 access campaigns to our research infrastructure. So anyone interested to use the CST technology for any research, not only for energy research activity, but also anyone that needs the extreme condition of the temperature we can achieve in our installations can apply to this to access our research infrastructures. We have in total 13 European advanced solar laboratories participating in this activity with 15 research infrastructures and 47 installations. By the end of the project, we intend to offer 452 weeks of access to the research infrastructures and give access to at least 357 users. In this slide, you can find the link to this website where you will be able to find all the information about the transnational access activity. And finally, we've got some joint research activities included in the project for the improvement of the services offered by the research infrastructures mainly. But as I said before, we are also supporting the implementation of the set plan through the implementation of these joint research activities. We have included an activity to design any infrastructure for data computing and networking. And also, as I said, we are supporting the definition of common standards and protocols, not only with the networking activities, where we are organizing several workshops with the participation not only of members of the consortium, but also inviting experts from outside the consortium. And we are also supporting the definition of new protocols for the different technologies. And finally, we are working in the elaboration of the data management plan for the creation, preservation, and provision of access to data collected or produced under the project. Something that has already been done, but we will update this information at the end of the project when we have all the results. And the last slide is about these joint research activities. We've got 5 joint research activities. One is to provide upgraded service to develop more reliable storage systems. And the second one is to increase the efficiency of both multi-effect distillation and membrane distillation technologies and improves the process reliability for water treatments and disinfection. We also have a joint research activity to improve testing procedures for chemically active materials used in solar thermochemical fuel production technologies, as well as standard key performance indicators for assessing the performance of solar fuel production reactors. There is one joint research activity to provide several new and upgraded services to qualify solar receivers, addressing both their inner mechanical and their optical thermoradiative properties degradation. And the final one is addressing the increase of accuracy in optical, thermal, and mechanical measurement services, allowing better optimization of components of the solar field and receivers. So it's a joint, it's a research infrastructure project, but we are dealing with many joint research activities and in all the CST technologies. And so yes, and that's all from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, please just contact me at this email address.
Okay, thank you very much, Ricardo.